College basketball on ESPNU continues tomorrow night as Jacksonville State takes on the Samford Bulldogs. College basketball presented by Buffalo Wild Wings on ESPNU Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time. For more information, log on to ESPNU.com.
Samford, one of those teams that runs the Princeton offense. A lot of three-point shots and drives to the basket with the open post. Aaron Baines being attended to. He is a very, very important part of this team.
Well, you said he's not afraid of contact. There's probably going to be a little bit more blood shed before the end of the season with that guy. He is not afraid to mix it up underneath.
It might be someone else's blood, though, instead of his. Washington State went to New Zealand and Australia in June. So these guys got to play together for 10 days over there. They are a very cohesive group.
Downs brings it to the top of the key. Now to the redhead, Pendergraft.
A lot of pick and roll action with Gonzaga.
Pargo pulls up, off the mark from three, and Rochester the rebound.
I've been impressed with Gonzaga's defense. Their reputation is that of an outstanding offensive team that runs complicated stuff, but their defense here has been excellent. The shot blocking of Austin Day has really helped.
Here's Nick Koprivica, who's checked in. His drive doesn't score, and coming back the other way to the Bulldogs.
Day's getting anxious. I think he wants to let one go.
Micah Downs on the baseline, goes out of bounds. Here comes Washington State. They saved him from going out of bounds. Now Rochester into the front court.
Slap on the defense. Nice play when a guy's going up. If you're small, don't block it at the top, block it at the bottom.
Rochester found a seam and scored.
Oh, baby. Nice quickness by Taylor. He's a left-handed player going to his right nicely.
What does that remind you of? Tony Bennett, of course, a left-handed player in his day. Wide open. Nobody in front of Pargo. Couldn't finish, but there's Pendergraft. We said he's pretty gritty.
Mr. Hustle on the boards is Pendergraft. People feel he is the leader of this group, and the Kennel Club is loving it.
6,000 strong here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Every one of them being heard from tonight. Nice shot there from Robbie Cowgill with that right hand.
Rochester getting his teammates involved right now. Very efficient team.
15-10. Day was not there, but Pargo tracks it down. Keeping it alive here in the front court for Gonzaga. Down by 5. 8:44 to go here first half.
Washington State's defense holding people to 39% on the year. Folks, that's good.
Micah Downs, the putback, no good. And there's David Harmeling with the rebound, and he's fouled.
And a near technical foul on Harmeling. He pounded that ball to the ground. Mark Few did not start Downs in the last game because he got a technical against St. Joseph's. Austin Day got the call, but Downs played great. 14 points and 11 rebounds against Connecticut, and that is a strong front line. This kid has a lot of bounce. Transfer from Kansas, finding his home here.
That's his first personal.
How about Weaver?
Coming back in.
I love this guy. He is a great defensive player. He can guard a point guard, a center, a swing guy. Has big-time respect in the Pac-10 Conference. Voted first team all-league.
Rochester took it himself. How about that tap up by Cowgill?
Get out of here. Are you kidding me?
Trying to answer back on the other side, Micah Downs. Rochester running the floor. Weaver now working the baseline, trying to get around Downs, kicks it into the corner. Harmeling thought about it and gets it back out to Lowe.
Boy, I'll tell you, they get quality shots every time, and here's another one.
Lowe for three. It's off the mark. Short. Bolden, nice rebound. Got it off to Pendergraft.
They've got numbers.
Pargo will wait. Now Pendergraft open in the lane. Blocked beautifully by Cowgill. What a first half for Cowgill.
Cowgill bouncing on both ends of the floor. Wow. His tip at one end, he was above the square. Watch the weak side right here. Cowgill way up high over people. A great play and blocks it at the other end as well. Robbie doing it.
Welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Well, Gonzaga comes into this game at number 19. When they get Josh Heitfeld back, you can make a strong argument they will be top 10. That's how much they think of Josh Heupel. 15-point scorer game last season. Before, he had an incident in February where he was arrested for having possession of a hallucinogenic drug, served quite a bit of penance. He had to go through quite a bit of process to get back into good graces. Gonzaga dealt with his legal issues, a lot of community service, was reinstated to the program over the summer, and the team did a lot of soul searching before they accepted him back, but then he broke his foot in the preseason. Heupel told me this afternoon he thinks he could be back as earliest for the Oklahoma game later this month, more likely December 29th against Tennessee in Seattle. Once he returns, this team, no question, Clay and Bob, would have a great shot to be a top 10 team.
Well, I agree with that, Andy. I mean, he's a great player. Had screws put in November 12th, but a guy who weighs 260, stress fractures are things that can come back, so they got to be careful about how soon they bring him in. He is one of the best big guys on the West Coast.
Pendergraft, and there is a basket, and Gonzaga needed that. 2 of their last 13 shots, that's all they've made. They finally got one to stop the bleeding.
The value of moving without the basketball, Clay. Pendergraft, very studious in that department. Zone defense for the first time for Gonzaga. Look for the inside-out play, and low with the threes.
From the corner for 3. It rolls in for Blow.
Well, that's the guy that they need to find against zones, and he picked out the right spot.
He had a poor night at Baylor, was just 3 of 11, but hit 2 big threes late. I guess shooters, you know, they just keep shooting until they get it. Lowe finally did. They ended up winning the game.
He made 3 threes in the game, and he was very vital in the end game.
The rebound there for Robbie Cowgill. We talked about him a lot already tonight.
Efficiency. Quality shots is what they're all about when they have the ball at this end of the floor. They don't rush things. That is uncharacteristic right there.
Pendergraft can't finish, and Baines with the rebound.
Washington State only averages 10 turnovers per game for the season so far. They're 4th in the nation. Butler's #1 in that category, just under 10. They're at 9, and tonight they have 6 already.
Weaver's got 5 that they offer Cowgill. That's the second time tonight we've seen that right hand.
Oh, my goodness. The jump hook from about 12 feet. Cowgill looks thin, but, man, he is long, and he's got skills.
Almost turned over there. Pargo lost his dribble, puts it up and in.
That is hard to guard, my friend. When he gets low to the ground, Pargo looks like a running back finding a hole. Very, very shifty.
He's the West Coast Conference Player of the Week last week.
First team all West Coast Conference. Inside out. Lowe biding his time in the right corner.
Cowgill across the lane. It ends up in Lowe's hands. Now for Weaver. He drives. Good.